Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com. Got a box here to unbox for you with a smartwatch, and in here is something called the Magic 2. Not that Magic 2 and not the Watch Magic 2 or the Magic Watch 2, but this is the Kospet Magic 2 1.3-inch smartwatch coming to us from Gearbest. Thanks, you guys. Currently on flash sale for about $25. Check the show notes for the link to pick this thing up. If it's fallen out of flash sale by the time you're seeing this, well, look for a coupon discount. We'll try to have one there for you if I can. What are we looking at? Well, we're looking at a HD high definition 360 by 360 screen. It is nice. Wait till you see it. IP67 waterproof, basic smartwatch. Does all the typical kind of things. Has blood oxygen, heart rate, blood pressure, the things we've already seen. Pedometer, sedentary reminder, your sleep monitor for last night's sleep time. In addition, you've got alarms, stopwatch, waterproof notification type, Facebook, Instagram, on and on and on. Whatever you set up from your phone using the app that you want pushed will show up on the watch. It's got a 200 milliamp hour battery and a standby time of 30 days with a brilliant display. So they're getting better, gang. They really are. There's your dial size, band size, and the languages supported. And are you confused? Yeah, me too. Let's go through the list real quick to show you that the Kospet Magic 2 compared to the original Magic has a couple of differences. Both 1.3-inch screens, but this is 360 by 360, 240 by 240, which matches what you got on the Halo, although that's basically the same size TFT screen, and the Kospet Probe. And we got a review of that one up too. So all of these are lower resolution. When you're getting into the Magic 2, you're a higher resolution, and the other stake to claim is it's 30 different sport modes compared to 12, and just 9 on the Pro. So they pumped it up with a bunch of different sporting activities, increased the screen, and the rest of it is pretty much the same. There's a little bit more onboard memory, I believe, for storing a watch face or two. And there's a lot of app languages that are available in the app now, not necessarily on the watch. Okay. I know, you guys time me. It took him 10 minutes to take the darn thing out of the box. Well, sure, there's just so much to cover first. Here we go, the watch in its spectacularness. Look at the detail on the band here. It's really got some, looks like laser etching to it. Very sophisticated, very nice TPU, totally removable band. You got your heart rate diodes in the middle, charging pins here for the alligator clip. One thing I don't like, and you hear me every time we've got a watch that has one of these, I belabor it, so I'm not going to go, you already know how I feel. We can take off this cover, and I want you to notice that there's a screen protector on here. It's totally flat. You see that? And it's coming actually over the edge. So my concern is it's going to be kind of easy to get caught on something and pulled off over time. At the end of the review, I'm going to pull it off anyway, and we're going to see what's underneath there, because I'm not a big fan of plastic screen protectors. What the heck? And I'm not worried about doing that because it comes with an extra screen protector that you can put on if you decide later you want to really have it back on there. Extra screen protector. Extra band, your choice of color. It'll come with the black band and then a green one, or I think an orange one. I'm not sure. Check the link and you'll see. And then, of course, a manual in here. Oh, look at this. And a Kospet warranty card, Kospet.com. Those of you who say you never get a response from the watch companies, it looks like these guys are reaching out now to try and give you additional support across the board. Interesting. Warranty description, warranty, and what applies. Not often you see a warranty, a detailed one like this on these types of watches. Okay, the manual itself, the Magic 2 Kospet, gets into a lot of textual information. So as usual, I'm going to pop it up on the screen, freeze frame it for a second or two. You can always go back and read it right off of your 4K TV. After all, I shoot in super high definition, right? My definition is FHD, I think, full. No, just HD. Anyway, it's readable, should be readable. There's a lot of pages showing the app here and how it works, how to get it all set up. So that's great. I don't have to go through a lot of that actually with you. Once you're tethered, then you get into the activity of what you can do on the app. And we will show you the app on this video because it's a relatively new one. We haven't covered a lot on it yet. So we'll go through the different cards and show you what the results look like. Are we still in English? I think so. This is a really elaborate one. Okay, there's the watch. We will be doing all of those things too live for you. Brightness and app drawer. Man, they did put some time in this. It would be nice if they were to digitize it PDF. And more user manual, pictures, selfie camera. There's the QR code we got to scan. Take a look at that. And that will download the WearFit app. And that's the one you're going to be using to tether with. Wow. Just a little bit more, gang. Okay, there's the QR code again, bigger screen of it. If you can scan that, but again, I request and suggest that you actually download the app from the Google Play Store and not a Chinese server if you happen to scan that and it takes you someplace other than the Google Play Store. Because, you know, Google's already had a look at it to make sure it's hunky-dory. You guys heard that word, hunky-dory. All righty, the charger. I didn't cover that in depth, so I just want to show you that when you undo it, USB connection comes around to the back, and you have to line the pins up like so, and it's a challenge to get it just right. Always has been. It squeezes on the screen. Not the best in my book. And if this is off slightly, then you don't get a charge. And it doesn't lock into place. So the pins have to line up perfectly in that little debit there when it's plugged in. My suggestion to you on this one is have it plugged in, have the watch ready, connect it, set it where you're going to have it, and wiggle it a little bit just to make sure you see the charging icon come on. Otherwise, hey, there I am. Hi. I'm always getting a little cameo on these things. It threw me off. If you don't have it aligned just right, it's not going to charge overnight, and that's not a good thing. So now let's clear everything out and play with this one. Here we go. Long press, and it turns it on, and vibration, and we're in our first watch face. So what's with the long sleeves? Well, Mr. Tick scuffed his arm up really good working on a car. I tell you, it's sad to live in a place where you don't have Ferrari mechanics. Just kidding. It's a Jaguar. Yeah, right. So I'm protecting you guys from evil or ugly, good or bad. Evil, good, bad, ugly. That was it. Ugly. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to swipe down, and I've got a do not disturb that I can turn on or off. I'll close the do not disturb. I've got a flashlight mode that lights it up nice and bright to find your keys at night. And I've got the overall brightness, and I'm at about halfway that you can go through and adjust the brightness. Those are all the things, including the battery and your Bluetooth Connect status in that top bar. When you slide to the left, you'll get your notifications as pushed from your phone, whichever of your apps you've decided you want to read and see, they'll be there. When you swipe to the right, you get into this heart rate, and this scrolling icon is just that. It's just an icon. It's not your real heart rate over time, and it's not going to make a display of 24 hours. So it's a simulation, but it is measuring, and when it gets the heart rate, it shows it to you right up here, and you scroll again and you're back. So this is a looping thing. This is a looping thing. Okay. This is only this way and down, and then the good stuff you get to swiping up, including your overall status of your step count and distance traveled and calories burned, and that loops. Come back out of here, and you've got messages, which is what was over here, if you have any. Last night's sleep time now is shown in total with, yeah, I did. I slept with it last night. You've got the other breakdown of your long and your short, or your deep and your light sleeping. I don't think there was anything else to that. Nope, just that one page. You see the dots here. We've got a few different things. There's heart rate, and we're back into the same thing that we got to from swiping that direction. The QR code, and again, you can scan that if you want to download the app. Your blood oxygen, it'll do that measurement for you. It's using the green diode technology, not the red. Those of you who follow the station know that red diodes will typically give better accuracy, and you can do sleep apnea measurement and stuff like that, but not on a standard fitness band. That's something new that's been coming out. This will give you your basic blood oxygen. Usually that's a fast measurement, and I'm not sure why it's taking a long time, but it is. Anyway, you should be from about 95 to 100. There we go. 97 is what's coming in. After that, there's no blood pressure on here. You get into sports. We're going to come back and go through all of those later. Remote camera when you're tethered. Remote music player when you're tethered. This is your twist your wrist to see the time, which will turn on so you can have that activity. You've got a countdown timer for 1, 3, 5, 10, and you can add your own if you want. Then you've got the brightness control showing up here again, the same as when we swipe from the other side. There's a basic stopwatch, which is in hundredths of a second and it automatically stops when you leave it. Find your phone and overall settings, which include shutdown, reset, and about, which tells you the information that you need to know. The Kospet Magic 2 is what you look for when you're tethering it for connectivity to the watch, to the phone. And that's all. Back here to watch faces, press and hold, and I can show you a selection of these. There we go. Oh, there's a cute one with a little bunny and some balloons and date and time and such. And there's a scenic one. Okay. And then there's another pretty analog one, a different digital one, and another analog one. Yeah, there's a good selection of them in here. These are just thumbnails, of course. If I touch it, it's going to bring it up larger size. But notice it's not really full width. The whole display itself is testified by the flashlight. That's the actual 1.3 inches of the watch. So the watch faces don't totally fill edge to edge. A colorful one here, and that one. Another one, and we're back to the one we started on. So pick one for me. What, that one? All right, there you go. Time to bring over the app. Now the QR code and the document, the manual said the WearFit app, but WearFit 2.0 is out as well. And just to give you a quick walkthrough, you have these different cards, and this is health data. Explore and discover is some stuff that you find in that area that you can go into when you're in the app. It's all about me, your personal data, and setting everything up. Intelligent terminal online management. Find your bracelet status. Health monitoring is here. And real-time recording of health exercise when you log in, and you have to create an account and log in to get that level of recording. And then more stuff here that you put in all of your basic information. So those are the screens. Let's see, back out of here and open it. And now we'll get into the app itself. You have third-party login, which includes things like Facebook, it looks like, the only one. Or you can create an account and log in with an email, or you can enter directly. Pretty cool, the graphics that are going on in the background, though. That's kind of nice. Enter directly, and I'm on it right now. And I should already be connected with this watch. I can go over to the Me tab and see, it wants you to log in. But if I go into Connection Management, there I am. And it says that I am not connected to the band. So I got to go through and connect it, which we'll do right now. Okay, now we're connected, but what you didn't see in the background is I had to go through and completely turn off Bluetooth on my phone, turn it back on, retry to connect. It should have connected automatically. It was working yesterday. So, little red flag, there may be some connection issues, but then again, I got hundreds of devices and a lot of them are connected, so it just might be me. Anyway, device management is now available because it's connected. When you go in here, you can hit a find the bracelet and it's vibrating right now and lights up. You can use it as a remote trigger for photography. Connection management is just here if you want to disconnect the band. You've got smart reminders, which is where you can do call and message reminders and all of these other things as well. App notifications is where you would go in, give permission for all of your apps, select which ones you want to be able to push to the notifications area on the watch, and that's where that's done. Get a lot of questions on that. How do I turn that on in connection management generally? Hands up screen should automatically twist and light it up, and it does. You can take an hourly measurement of your basic information, shows you your battery charge, and that's all in here. Personal information is all of this stuff. You have a username that's assigned to you if you haven't logged in. I usually choose a woman just in case it does period tracking. It will appear with a female gender but won't even show up on a male. You can set your units. It's pretty nice. Fall asleep and awake time. All of that's available in here. In personal, exception details. Oh, okay. Look at this. This is my last night's readings. It's already synchronized it, I guess, and showing over time when my blood oxygen was low, my heart rate was low. Oh, impressive. Okay. And then your overall settings. You have 12-24-hour mode. You can connect to Google Fit if you want to, or WeChat. You can clear the data in here, reset the bracelet, so forth and so on. There should be also a place to check for firmware updates. About shows you the edition that we're running of the app, and that's it. Discovery is that little tab you saw in the description, and I showed you that one because I don't have as many in here. I don't have the COVID one or any of that other stuff showing up, and you don't know about it. The health check-in and the exercise stuff, you have to create an account to get to those. So maybe that's what's going on and why I only have just a little bit. If you're a registered user, you get more. Now, a quick look at the cards that are here. Your first one is your step count. Shows you the time of the day you took your steps and some basic information on your details. Obviously, haven't done much with it yet today. You have your last night's sleep time shown here in a graphic format. And sleep quality was ordinary. There's my light and deep sleep and a breakdown of when these things occurred. I was awake for 1 minute during the night. Deep sleep, light sleep, no REM sleep, but it does break it down into these categories. So somewhat sophisticated, not top of the line, but pretty darn good. Then you got heart rate, blood oxygen, and fatigue. I'm going to show you all together in just a moment. And you have management here, which again is where you can do all of the things we already did in the device management. So you have a card that gets you there directly and a weekly report. And this is kind of cool. My score so far, 39 on day 1. My overall steps, sleep information, heart rate, blood oxygen charts, and fatigue level are all displayed here. And if I come back here and I go into measure up at the top, I can take a one-time overall measurement of all 3 of these, or I could go into each of them individually and take a separate measurement. So I'm going to do a single measurement, and it starts, I don't have to touch the watch because it doesn't do ECG. It's just using the diode in the back. And it does take a couple of minutes, so I'll be back when it's done. There we go, got final readings of 70 heart rate, 97 blood oxygen, and in good condition for my fatigue level. The actual values you can get to when you tap it. And apparently lower is better, so I've got some pretty good low fatigue numbers. When you go in heart rate, again, you can see normal, slightly lower, and all these that are in red showed up on that exception sheet, which is really nice. And blood oxygen here as well. I was low at 89 at 7 this morning. Could be a sleep apnea moment, I don't know. 89 also at 2200 last night. Ran it all night. It just did them these sequences at these particular times for whatever reason. That's what they got. And of course, you can do a single test or do real-time measurement remotely. So those of you who have a loved one that's convalescing in isolation and they wear the watch, and you're tethered outside their room, you could hit a real-time measurement to monitor their blood oxygen. Again, this is for information purposes only and not to be used for diagnosis or anything, but it does have that capability. You don't have it here for heart rate. Now let's take a look at all those sports. Check this out. In addition to walking, running, and riding, you've got mountain hiking, I guess, football, basketball, table tennis, badminton, and now we get into some wild stuff. Aerobics, bowling. Have you ever thought about measuring your bowling calories burned? Me either. Here's a stepper, that's common. Dumbbells, okay, that's cool. Whoa, it's timing out on me too quickly. Let's go through elliptical, open water swim. It's a waterproof watch. Indoor, I guess treadmill. Pooling, playing pool. Pilates, yeah, amazing. Shuttlecock, skiing, sit-ups. Walking, spinning, stairs, climbing stairs, dancing. You got treadmill, trail running, and triathlons. You've got hula hoop, rope skipping, yoga, and then a total sports thing. So which one you want me to do? Pole dancing. I didn't see pole dancing. That was Pilates. Yeah. Pole dancing as an observer or as a participant? You burn calories both ways. Let's do Pilates. Hint, wear it tight, da-dee-da, and you're going to get time. You're going to get calories burned. And it doesn't look like I'm getting, on this screen, heart rate. No, I think I go back. Nothing happening if I swipe on it. Let's try it. Oh, okay, you got to press the button. And let's stop it. And we're back again. Okay, Pilates, open water swim. What do we get on that? Same thing, time and calories burned. No heart rate. No distance. All right, let's go to something we know, like running. Way back at the beginning, running. Okay, running. Time, calories burned. Wow. No distance, no heart rate, no cadence, no pace. Okay. Well, looks like you got 30 activities and they measure time versus calories. So there's some multiplying factor of how many calories are burned for each activity is my guess. Let's hit stop. Let's come back here to history and see if we recorded any. I'm, of course, way too short to get any information on them. Here's one, but you can't go into it. So it just would show calories burned and the date that it happened. So that's the sport action of the watch. Now, with the watch itself, I wanted to mention, of course, that the bands are removable. They can pop off simply like this and be replaced with whatever bands you'd like to put on them. And then there's that screen protector on here, which I'm going to get in and lift off like so. And it's plastic, not glass. But you do have, I'm pretty sure, a glass cover on here. Anyway, if you're concerned about scratching, it's good to have it on, but check it out when it's off. You've got this nice smooth bezel edge to it that comes right up to the markings on the bezel, and then the display is right there for you to look at. So when you have it on and you swipe through it, you have pretty smooth operation with or without the screen protector. All in all, a good watch. It's nice and bright and gets the job done for what it does. And it's called the Kospet Magic 2 1.3-inch smartwatch with a high-definition 360 by 360 screen, available from Gearbest. Please check the show notes and use our link to go over and at least look at it. And if you're inclined to buy it and use our link, that helps us out here at Smartwatch Ticks as well. We will be back again with more goodies. Got a lot. I got 4 bags to pick up that just came in. Of each one of them is a jewel. So yeah, you're going to become a watch collector real soon, I can tell. We'll see you again soon.